Are you seeing me?
Nope, not yet.
I don't. I'm doing this. Usually, I do this on my desktop computer, and because I'm trying to be eating here, I'm doing it on my phone, which I'm not really used to, and I don't know how to turn things
Turn on.
on and everything. So we'll just leave it at that, since
Yep.
it's not that interesting to watch me eat anyway.
Yeah, cool. Okay. All right. So this is WIKISPEED, October 17, 2024. Take it away, Michael.
Hey, it's Michael Olchuk, Saskatoon, Canada. Last week I got stand up posted. I answered 5 emails from the past, I thought it was 4 weeks. It's actually the past 8 weeks that were emailed into WikiSpeed. Forwarded a couple of emails that are requesting to purchase the WikiSpeed cars onto Joe. My wheelbarrow project. I tried looking up the connectors that I need on the Master car, and they have so many things I can't make head or tails out of it. But B&E Electronics, I have figured out that they're Molex connectors, and I'll probably just have to take the controller in there and show them. Apparently, there are different part numbers for the different gauges of wire that goes into the connectors, so it's not at all straightforward. I used the contact cleaner and burnishing brush to try and fix my throttle problem with Polaris Ranger, and basically it failed. I also did a little bit of an experiment with resistors to take one throttle signal and create the second throttle signal, and that also failed. So I have a plan for next week, but what I did failed. And off topic, if you ever want to connect your phone up to your computer and use your keyboard and mouse and monitor on the laptop for typing in stuff on your phone or on your Android phone. There is an open source project called SCRCPY for Screen Copy, and all you need is a USB-C cable to your phone. It works with my oldest Android phone is a Motorola Z2 Play, which is about 8 years old, and it seems to work just fine. And you can also capture what's going on with software on your laptop if you're trying to do instructions or do a video as an example. Next week, I am not going to get anything done. I'm going to be down in Vegas, and that's about it for me.
Okay. Okay. I'll go next. It's Lawrence Salter, Gabriel Island, British Columbia, Canada. Oh, first of all, I was going to add that Android 14 has that capacity with the USB cord in the phone as built in. I haven't tried it yet, but you can use it as the camera. Does that program allow you to use the phone as the camera?
I didn't try that. It does the audio though, so you can actually use the phone and then be running a separate application on the screen copy software that has nothing to do with what's being displayed on the phone. It's actually kind of weird.
Yeah.
I haven't checked whether it can be used as a
Yeah,
webcam.
so it's an interesting capacity worth checking out. Okay, so past week, mostly what I've been doing is following up with the new people on the call. So I invited David and Rex to the Discord today, and also I looked at GoDaddy. So and verified that we verified that both of two of us have access to GoDaddy, so we can kind of collaborate on updating the website. Then I kind of turned to the I realized I have a SD card that came with my new hub Pi 4 that I haven't done anything with. And so I thought rather than replace what I was doing with the Ubiquity software, ROS on the thing, I verified that that's still working. I plugged in the Sunfounder car, and I verified I can still connect to it. But then also what I'm thinking of is bringing Ubuntu, a version of Ubuntu, maybe the latest one, 2204, to the, or 2404, I think is to, and flashing that onto the Raspberry Pi, the Raspberry Pi version of Ubuntu, which I think exists. I looked up a few things, and then do the container. So okay, this is another aside I can talk about in crosstalk. A new thing popped up on my Chromebook, which was a Google Gemini AI is now has nice features like image generation that you can use. So I took a free month, canceled it immediately so that I wouldn't get dinged at the end of the month. And anyway, on all my Google searches now, it has this AI summary. And so the AI summary, I looked at that, and then I also looked at the official ROS website, and basically that's where the Google AI got the summary of how to put a container on your a ROS container on your Raspberry Pi. So the first step was to get Ubuntu 6.64, the recommended version for Raspberry Pi, and then it has instructions for getting the right ROS implementation. So that sounds good. I haven't done it yet. I was the meeting was starting, and I didn't want to cough and blow away the little SD card, so I didn't want to do multitask with that. I've done that with cameras. You know, it falls into the dust and it's gone. Yeah, so that's that. Coming week, I think I'll just carry on with those things I described. Yeah, so I'm going to try a container. The instructions from ROS from ROS for putting a ROS container on the Raspberry Pi, and then I'll also double check on articulated robotics, Josh's things, and double check if he has a recommendation or something, but I'm not going to spend too long trying to coordinate them. I'm just going to get ROS on there and see if I can go ahead with the recommended one. If I have to change a version or put another container on, I'm good. And blocks are, I got a health problem that I want to talk about in crosstalk, because I'm stuck, and I'm telling everybody in case somebody can help me with it. So I'll talk in offline crosstalk. And that is it for me. So David, do you want to do a stand up?
Well, between cleaning up my yard and pool, getting my pool back to not being pea soup, getting the refrigerator, repairing the roof, and a few hundred other things, I was pretty busy this week. This coming Saturday will be the monthly meeting of our local maker group, and it will be, I believe, entirely consumed with planning in about, I guess it's 2 to 3 weeks, is the annual Maker Fair convention in Orlando, which is kind of a big deal for me and some of us. Makers from all over the country come there and show off what they've been doing and everything. and our group will have a table there. And so we're going to be pretty busy preparing for that. And the main purpose of the meeting the mega meeting will be preparing for that. You know, I have a to-do list that I figure if I live to be 120, I'll get to if I don't add anything to it. You know, I mean, I'm working on hydroponic gardens, and I'm working on some inventions and a lot of things like that. But I just don't have time to, because every time I start to work on them, something comes up. So don't really have anything much to report. Incidentally, I sent you a link to something that looks equivalent to your little red wagon thing or something. I don't know if you got that.
Got it.
You know, I just every once in a while, if I see something that I think is of interest to somebody that I know, I just forward it on to them. And if you don't want it, just delete it.
No, it was interesting. I
Yeah,
think we already knew
you,
about that one.
I'm interested in pretty much everything.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's always nice to know what somebody else is doing in the same area. You know, just to see if you're duplicating something or something like that. So that's about it, I guess, for me.
Cool. Okay, so we're doing retro and process improvement. So, Michael.
Okay, I got 6 points done. I was expecting to get 4, so I got to give myself a 10. 10 for the team, and I don't really have a process improvement until we get something working with these containers and other people can look at Trello and actually have the ability to try some stuff. That's about it for me.
Yeah, I'm going with 10 for me and 10 for the team. And my process improvement though is to get somebody, and maybe I don't know what David knows about Linux, but getting someone who's familiar with containers in Linux, recruiting somebody. So I'm thinking about that and what channels it could be. I mean, we could post it on the website. We could, and then there's other maybe places to do it. So that's it for me. Kind of optional for you, David.
No, what was that about me?
Oh, do you want to do this is the harshest part of the stand-up. Do you want to rate yourself in the team?
Well, I haven't had much to do with the team, so I think I can't really rate the team. You know, I mean, I mean, if you want to rate what I've got done that didn't have to do with any of my projects, it's been a very busy and productive week. You know, in terms of, you know, everything from the house to medical things to who knows what. But so I give myself probably a 9 for getting things done around the house here, but 0 for getting well, no, actually, I did start working on an invention project, so I'll give myself maybe a 2 or something for you know, what I got done.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to stop the recording so I can capture that and
Mhm.
post it. So I'm stopping the recording. By the way, I noticed that there's now a pause. This is new to me. There's a pause recording.
Ah,
Yep.
so they're adding features.
Yep. Okay, stopping the recording.